Hey guys, HDV here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon discussion video. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at who is the best new fighting type Pokemon in Sun and Moon across all of the new Pokemon released. I've done a couple other videos in this series showcasing water, fire and grass and lots of other types, so if you are enjoying this series then please do check them out as well. I really do appreciate it. Like I said though, today we're looking at the fighting type Pokemon. I won't be going over any legendaries or ultra beasts that may have a fighting type, or any old Pokemon such as Machamp that appear in Alola, because you know, we're only concentrating on the new Pokemon, and legendary are just stronger in general, and I've got other videos looking at them anyway. So yeah, just today, new fighting type Pokemon, that's what we're looking at. Let's have a go at them. I will obviously be going over the stats, whether they have a dual typing, the abilities they get, their move pool, what they're strong and weak against, just to try and create a better idea of who is the best new fighting type Pokemon in Sun and Moon. So with all of introductions out of the way, I really do hope you enjoy the video, and let's get started. Okay, so first up we have Krabominabel, which I'm an absolute fan of that name. It is so, like, pat on the back Nintendo, that's a great name. You know, we're off to a good start on this video. Anyway, Krabominabel is a dual typing of fighting and ice with the abilities Hyper Cutter, Iron Fist and Anger Point. Hyper Cutter obviously prevents the bearer's attack stat from being lowered by other Pokemon, such as through Intimidate or, you know, something like that. Iron Fist is a very nice move. It boosts the power of punching moves by 20%. Very good move. And also Anger Point is a hidden ability, which it raises the ability's bearer's attack to its maximum level, which is you know, plus 6 stages. When a move targeting it receives a critical hit. So basically, when you get critted, you get max attack, like, it's ridiculously broken. So you know, that's a very good move. Also Iron Fist as well is a very good move as well. So you know, you can run different sets on Krabominabel. Being a dual typing of fighting and ice though, it does have its weaknesses, whereas you only resist ice, bug and dark, but unfortunately you are weak to fire, fighting, flying, psychic, steel and fury. So not the best ratio for this Pokemon, which is probably why it's got such good abilities. The stat total is 478 with 97 HP, 132 physical attack, 77 physical defense, 62 special attack, 67 special defense with 43 speed. It does evolve from Crabrawler at Mount Lanakila, which is you know, it's quite late on in the game, but because this Pokemon is so slow though, with all those weaknesses, it's not the best time for this Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's not looking good with 6 weaknesses and only 3 resistances. It's not, you know, it's not good. But let's look at this Pokemon's move pool anyway. He gets moves such as Pursuit, Ice Punch, Power Up Punch, Dizzy Punch, Avalanche, Ice Hammer, which is a very nice move, gets Dynamic Punch as well, and Close Combat. Egg moves, it gets Superpower, which is very nice. Move pool, we're looking at moves such as Ice Beam, Blizzard, Earthquake, which a lot of people will probably run on this, Brick Break, Rock Tomb, which is nice, gets Focus Blast as well, gets Scald, Brutal Swing, Stone Edge, Bulldoze, Frost Breath, Rock Slide. You know, quite a nice handful of pretty high damaging moves with this Pokemon, but unfortunately it is quite slow though, and with so many weaknesses it's not, you know, it's not looking too good in the competitive scene. But if you can somehow pull off like an Anger Point on a Trick Room team, this thing's probably going to sweep, let's be honest, because it's already got 132 physical attack. So, you know, paired that with a +6, you know, +6 Avalanche on something, or a close combat, you're going to be laughing, you know what I mean? But that is Krabominabel. Next we have Bewear, who I am also a huge fan of. I absolutely love the design of this Pokemon. It is a dual typing of normal and fighting with the abilities Fluffy, Klutz and Unnerve. Fluffy reduces damage from contact moves by 50%, but fire moves do 200% damage. So you know, it's whether you're a glass half full or empty kind of guy, you know what I mean? It has its doubts, but it has its bonuses as well. Second ability, Klutz, basically the Pokemon can't use any held items. I don't know why, you know, whatever floats your boat. And then Unnerve, which makes the foe nervous and unable to eat berries. So yeah, you know what I mean. That's so Fluffy is a very nice ability as long as you stay away from fire type attacks. Being a dual typing of normal and fighting means that it resists bug, rock, immune to ghost and auto resists dark, but he is weak to fighting, flying, psychic and fury. Stat total of 500, which is very nice. Has 120 HP, 125 physical attack, 80 physical defense, 55 special attack, 60 special defense and 60 speed. So it's definitely a physical Pokemon. Not so good on the special side of things. So a Flamethrower, if you're running Fluffy, you know, if you're running Fluffy, it's not, you know, you stay away from an Ember, because it's not good. He does evolve from Stuffle at level 27. I mean, Stuffle is just like the cutest Pokemon you're ever going to see. Absolutely grabbing hearts of this generation, you know what I mean? He's just a lovely little dude. But anyway, Bewear, let's have a look at him. It gets moves such as Brutal Swing, Payback, Takedown, Hammer Arm, Thrash, Pain Split, which is very nice, Double Edge, and Superpower. All nice stab moves there. Gets some really good egg moves though, this Pokemon does. It gets Force Palm, Ice Punch, Stomping Tantrum, and Thunder Punch. Stomping Tantrum, obviously, the user attacks the target if the user's previous move has failed. The power of this move doubles, so that can be used very, very nicely. Gets a nice TM move pool as well, looking at moves such as Earthquake, Brick Break, which is also Stab, Low Sweep, Stab, gets Focus Blast, Shadow Claw, I mean, gets Swords Dance, which is nice, Rock Slide, Bulldoze. So again, another Pokemon that would strive really, really well on a Trick Room team. So be sure to, if you're rocking a Bewear, you know, Trick Room team is definitely having something to take a look at. But I'm a big fan of this Pokemon. I love the design of it as well. It just looks so cute. But like, if you saw like pictures when this Pokemon was leaked in Korokoro, like you saw him like grabbing a tree trunk and just, you know, breaking it with his bare hands. So definitely got some power behind that cute little face. But that is Bewear. Next we have Persimmon or Passimian, I don't know how you pronounce it, who is just a fighting type with the abilities Receiver and Defiant. Receiver is a unique ability to this Pokemon, and it will inherit the ability of a teammate in a double battle or a triple battle. So in VGC that's really, really useful. It is Pokemon Sun exclusive, I believe. Yeah, the other ability this Pokemon's get is a Defiant, which its stats are lowered. When its stats are lowered, its attack increases. So that's quite nice because it already does have a very nice physical attack stat, and it is quite a fast Pokemon as well. Being a single fighting type though, it is only weak to Flying, Psychic, and Fairy, whereas it resists Bug, Rock, and Dark. So a 50-50 split on the ratio there. Stat total is 490, gets 100 HP, 120 physical attack, 90 physical defense, 40 special attack, 60 special defense, and 80 speed. So like I said, a very pretty fast, strong Pokemon. So Defiant Boost could definitely be quite nice in singles. Looking at the moves this Pokemon gets quite a nice bunch of moves as well. Through level up, it will get moves such as Rock Smash, Takedown, Bulk Up, Double Edge, Close Combat, Giga Impact, stuff like that. Gets some alright egg moves, you know, it gets Quick Attack, some priority there. Iron Head, which is a bit nice. Gets Vital Throw, Seismic Toss, you know, if you want it. Gets Quick Guard as well. Gets quite a nice move pool of TM Zo. Get moves such as Smackdown, Earthquake, Return, Brick Break, which is nice, Low Sweep, Focus Blast, Energy Ball, Brutal Swing, Acrobatics, which could be quite nice. You know, a Scarfed Passimian though could be quite nice, I think. Also gets access to moves such as U-Turn as well, and Bulldoze and Rock Slide and Gyro Ball. So, you know, yeah, a Scarfed Passimian I could definitely see doing some pretty good damage. Gets you some Switch Initiative as well. But, you know, it gets quite a nice move pool as well. And I really like the design of all the fighting Pokemon in this generation. Like, I really do. Like, this Pokemon, I think, was leaked in the Chinese leaks as the Rugby Monkey, or something similar to that. But no, I'm a big fan of this Pokemon. I love the colour design for it, and you know, I just love the design of the Pokemon in general. It looks really, really cool, and it's not a bad Pokemon either. You know, a stat total of 490, has a nice HP stat, very nice physical attack stat, pretty good physical defense stat as well, and a nice speed stat as well to go with that. So yeah, Persimmon is definitely something to watch out for if you know, you come across. So the last Pokemon though, however, is a Kommo-o, who I've covered quite a few times, because obviously we've done the Dragon video as well, who is a dual typing of Dragon and Fighting with the abilities Bulletproof, Soundproof, and Overcoat. Bulletproof obviously stops ball and bomb moves such as Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Focus Blast, you know, stuff like that. Soundproof stops sound moves such as Hyper Voice, which is very nice for stopping Pixelate Hyper Voice from, you know, Mega Gardevoir or Sylveon, because obviously this Pokemon will be 4 times weak to Fairy, which is not a good time. Overcoat is its hidden ability, which makes it immune to residual damage from weather, such as sandstorm damage, hail damage, stuff like that. Being a dual typing of Dragon and Fighting means that it's weak to Ice, Flying, Psychic, Dragon, and then 4 times weak to Fairy, whereas it resists Fire, Water, Electric, Grass, Bug, and Rock, and Dark. So, you know, an alright switch off there, but obviously the 4 times Fairy weakness is pretty bad for this Pokemon. It is, however, the pseudo-legendary of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, so it does have a quite a good stat total of 600, pulling in 75 HP, 110 physical attack, 125 physical defense, 100 special attack, 105 special defense with 85 speed. obviously evolves from Kommo-o at level 45. The moves that it gets through level up are quite nice as well. It gets moves such as Clanging Scales, which lowers the it deals high damage but lowers the user's defense by 1 stage after attacking, which isn't the best because it obviously does have quite a decent physical defense and it is a bulky Pokemon, so you know, lowering your physical defense isn't the best, but if it does that, you know, a higher bit of damage, then it's always nice. It gets moves such as Sky Uppercut as well, Belly Drum if you can pull it off, Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, Outrage. Dragon Dance is going to be really nice on this Pokemon because it's already really bulky, so if you run a bulky Dragon Dance set, this Pokemon could be quite hard to take down as long as you keep away from the old Fairy type moves. Egg moves this Pokemon gets are Counter, Dragon Breath and Reversal. Counter could be quite nice, like I said, if you are running a defensive set. Also gets Draco Meteor from Move Tutor moves, because it obviously can be run as a physical or special Pokemon, because obviously 110 physical attack, 100 special attack. So, you know, either way, it can be run as a mixed or special or physical, which is nice. I like when a Pokemon can be done that, but you know, it does have its weaknesses. Obviously, if you've got all your stats in one, in a couple of parameters, then obviously you're going to be very good in that option. Whereas, you know, if they're spread out, you're usually not as good. But you know, if you're a pseudo legendary, I think you'll be all right. But the moves that this Pokemon learns from TM are stuff like Dragon Claw, Earthquake, which is very nice, gets Brick Break, Flamethrower, Aerial Ace, Rock Tomb, Focus Blast, False Swipe for Shine Hunting, gets Brutal Swing, Shadow Claw, Swords Dance, which is nice, Rock Polish as well, which is also nice for a speedy set, gets Bulldoze, Rock Slide, X is a Poison Jab as well for Fairy type moves, Fairy type Pokemon. Also gets Flash Cannon as well. So I'm a big fan of Kommo-o. It is a very, very strong Pokemon. Like I said, it is the pseudo legendary of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, so it's obviously going to have those big stats, but obviously Fairy type moves are going to hurt this Pokemon a lot. It does obviously help having Soundproof, taking out Pixelate, Hyper Voice, but obviously such moves such as like Moon Blast and stuff are absolutely going to destroy this Pokemon. So Ribombay is probably going to be quite a good check for this Pokemon because it is a very fast Pokemon, Ribombay is, and obviously it will hit you with like a Draining Kiss or a Moon Blast. It's not going to be a nice time for Kommo-o, but that is all the 4 fighting type Pokemon that are new to Sun and Moon. Going through the strongest, in my opinion, I think it's probably going to have to be Kommo-o, obviously, because it's just a strong Pokemon in general. It has a really nice stat total, it gets a really nice move pool, but obviously don't write the others off. Obviously Krabominabel, it does have a lot of weaknesses, but it does have some good abilities. A very nice physical attack stat of 132. Might not be the fastest Pokemon, but like I said, on a trick routine, this Pokemon can, you know, do some really good damage. Bewear is also a good Pokemon, another slow Pokemon, and obviously Fluffy, it could be quite bad, but it does get 120 HP, 125 physical attack. Fluffy is kind of like William, it's just kind of one of those abilities that you're going to have to just play around with, because obviously it reduces the damage from contact moves by 50%, but fire type moves do 200% damage. Obviously it's going to be very nice for the physical side of things, but you know, fire type moves stay aware of. Persimmon, you know, a big fan of this Pokemon as well. Good in VGC. Fire could be quite useful in singles. You could Scarf this Pokemon, it could be doing a lot of damage. You know, like a Scarfed close combat could always be very nice, taking out, you know, Pokemon. But I think Kommo-o takes the gold for me. It is just generally a good Pokemon, and, you know, I really like it. I really like the design of it. Resists quite a lot of things as well. Has good defenses. Like I say, a bulky Dragon Dance set could really do some damage. But yeah, so I'm going to go with Kommo-o, but obviously if you do disagree with me, then please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But that does wrap up this video, so if you did enjoy, please smash that like button below. I really, really do appreciate it. Remember to subscribe if you are enjoying the series and if you are enjoying the content on the channel. I do have a couple other discussion videos coming on your screen in a second, so be sure to check them out if you have the time. That is everything from me though, guys, so thanks again for watching. Have a glorious day, and peace.